Hey guys, my name is Sokhan, and this is Should I Watch This? It's where I review top movie franchises to let you know if it's worth your time. Let's talk about these Rocky movies. Let's get into this first one, Rocky.
You've been sticking it to me. I want to know how come.
You want to know?
I want to know how!
Okay, I'm going to tell you. Because you had the talent to become a good fighter. And instead of that, you became a leg breaker. Some cheap, second-rate loan shark.
It's a living?
It's a waste of life. Rocky, do you believe that America is the land of opportunity?
Yeah.
Apollo Creed does. And he's going to prove it to the whole world by giving an unknown a shot at the title.
I don't believe it. The champ is down.
Down, stay down.
Well, Rocky to me is a story about a guy who really didn't have anything. He needed something, and what he had was boxing. He was good at it. That's what he wanted to do. The original Rocky was a little slow pace. If you're not used to that, you might not enjoy it, but I think it was a pretty good, solid movie. Let's get into the next one, Rocky 2.
Rocky, his whole life was a 1,000,000-to-1 shot, but he's about to show the world he's 1 in a million.
Why don't you stand up and fight this guy hard like you done before? That was beautiful.
Rocky 2, the story continues.
I was wondering if you wouldn't mind marrying me very much.
I do.
Thanks.
The love continues.
You're the best thing ever come my crazy life.
The courage.
The doctor said you shouldn't fight anymore.
You recommended I don't fight, and I recommend I do.
The challenge.
I want all of America, I want the whole world to see me destroy this man after 2 short rounds.
Rocky, do you think you have a chance this time against Apollo?
I don't know, he looks pretty mad.
Now, Rocky lost the first fight. Part 2 is basically the rematch between Rocky and Apollo. Let's talk about the third one, Rocky 3.
Philadelphia salutes its favorite son, Rocky Balboa.
Why don't you tell all these nice folks why you've been ducking me?
This guy is a wrecking machine.
You know, you got a big mouth.
Why don't you come out and close it, Balboa? Come on.
I don't want to fight this guy.
You fight him without me.
Balboa was a fine champion, but his time has passed.
See that look in their eyes, Rock? Gotta get that look back, Rock. Eye of the tiger, come on. I will destroy any man who tries to take what I got. I'm gonna torture him. I'm gonna crucify him real bad.
For the first time in my life, I'm afraid.
Damn, Rock, come on!
There's nothing wrong with being afraid.
You thought I was tough? This jump will kill you.
You wake up after a few years thinking you're a winner, but you're not.
There is no tomorrow.
You're really a loser.
Well, I don't believe it.
There is no tomorrow.
Without a doubt is probably my favorite one. Why? Because Rocky faces Mr. T. In the movie, he's being carried by his trainer or his manager. He feels like he's not being challenged. This is where Mickey, his trainer, dies, and it's a whole lot. This is a really good one, and Apollo has to bring him back and get him hungry again and get him wanting to be the best again, because he ends up getting knocked out and losing the fight. A more hungrier guy is coming after him, and he wants it more, so it teaches you that. Let's talk about Rocky 4.
This is not just an exhibition fight. Look, this is us against them.
He would like to compete against anyone who is qualified.
Drago is the most perfectly trained athlete ever. Whatever he hits, he destroys.
He could have stopped the fight. He could have saved his best friend's life.
I'll never forget you, Apollo.
But now, the one thing he can't do is walk away.
Has the fight date been set yet?
December 25th.
Where?
It's in
in Russia?
It's probably everyone's favorite. Rocky 3 is my favorite. Rocky 4 is the one where Rocky trains hard to represent America to fight the Russian. The Russian actually kills Apollo, a good friend of Rocky's. Big, epic 15-round fight and crazy montage. 80s, movies. Stallone said, hey, let's keep going. I really like this boxing stuff. So out comes Rocky 5.
Now, the glory.
Because of the continuous violent blows to the head, the effects are irreversible.
The crowds.
My husband is retired. He has nothing more to prove.
And the money are gone.
You lost millions.
Look, I still got my place in the old neighborhood.
His title is in the hands of a new champion.
He might win a few fights, but he's no Rocky Balboa.
Controlled by an unscrupulous promoter.
This is your medical report. It's not so good, but we can work around it.
All that's left is his family.
We've been down before. I'll get it all back.
His heart.
I gotta fight, okay? I got problems, I gotta fight.
And a dream. A dream to get it all back.
Now in Rocky 5, Rocky takes a kid under his wing and he starts training him, and then the kid gets a big old ego and then he wants to fight Rocky, and then Rocky has to check him. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All his movies are all great. All these Rocky movies are all awesome, great. I love boxing. I love what it's teaching. There's always a message. Definitely worth checking out. There's also a 6th installment, Rocky Balboa.
Who was the greatest? Who was the best of all time? If two athletes from different eras could actually compete against one another, who would come out on top? In one corner, the reigning champion Mason the Line Dixon. He'll be pitted against the former two-time heavyweight champion, Rocky Balboa. Computer says Rocky Balboa would be triumphant.
I think there's still some stuff in the basement.
What basement?
In here. I think I want to, fight. Nothing big, small stuff, locally.
What are you trying to prove, Pop?
I thought you might want to get involved.
Don't you think you're too, old?
I think your brain's losing altitude.
You heard Rocky Balboa applied for a license. You want me to fight a guy that I can beat with both hands tied behind my back?
That computer fight got a lot of people curious.
Yeah, but I ain't interested in getting, mangled and embarrassed.
Stallone loves playing the character so much that he just keeps going with it. He's still hungry. He still has something inside of him that he needs to get out. So he's now boxing in the modern times, and he's gonna be fighting a younger professional boxer. But in this one, he ends up losing at the end, but it's about the spirit within him that he was able to survive and train and last and make it. There's also a spin-off called Creed.
I've been fighting my whole life. It's not a choice for me. Every punch I ever thrown's been on my own. Nobody showed me how to do this. I'm ready.
Sick eyes from the nose pressure. Release slip zip ties on the protesters. 6 wives in the fry of a mold weather. Medic caviar bar out in Odessa. Dirty needles breaking all the old records. 100 holes, one shovel, and some old treasure. Old seat used teeth as a gold tester. Figaro's finger waves crossing from the old memories.
This picture's from the 10th round of the first fight, right? I heard about a 3rd fight between you and Apollo. Behind closed doors. Is that true?
How do you know all this?
I'm his son.
It's about Apollo's son. They made up a story where he had a son with a mistress. It was an okay movie. All the movies have been pretty good to me and decent enough to, if you love boxing, definitely worth checking. Thanks for watching, and hit subscribe. Check out the links below. Connect with me, and see you next time.